Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan. I'm a yarn addict, hence the name Juan the Yarn Addict, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by to check out my video today. This is a yarn and crochet channel where we talk about all things yarn and all things crochet. So if that interests you, sit back and watch this video because today, my friends, I offer you another episode of our podcast, Yarn Talk and All the Things. My friends, this episode is jam-packed. It's living up to its name, all the things. So we're going to jump right into this, but first, let's talk about what's on Matt's head. So, Matt, first, I need to admit, it's too big for his head. It's way too big. However, we understand that there's a size difference between his head and my head, so he's doing me a favor. He's just holding on to it for right now. Anyway, that is the Stargazer hat, the Old Glory version. So, you may or may not know this, but Old Glory is the nickname for the United States flag. And so I thought it was perfect. Stargazer, Old Glory version, stars and stripes. So the yarn is Red Heart Super Saver Stripes in the colorway Americana. It's right here where my finger is. Right up here. All that is that. And so what better way to, I don't know, honor the flag by just Old Glory using the star stitch and going into the back loops, stripes, and all the things. It's very patriotic. I love it. Love my country and all the things. So, yeah, why not? And what I did was I did single crochets around the bottom, and then the final brim here, I did the crab stitch. And I understand the crab stitch is not for everybody. It's a little difficult to work if you're not familiar with it, but if you take your time and you keep your tension right, it turns out very, very nice. So, that is the Old Glory version of the Stargazer hat. There's two other versions, friends. So, this version right here is the solids version. You can use any solid that you want. If you're using the solids version, it's literally just the Stargazer hat. It's the star stitch worked back and forth in a rectangle. We fold it in half, we sew it up the side, we collect it at the top, and then we put a brim around the bottom. And for this one here, the brim is 5 rows of single crochet, and then we end it with the crab stitch, just like that. Super soft, super squishy, and all the things. I got this yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's very nice. And I bought this on a non-sale week. I never buy yarn full price. I don't know why. It was an impulse buy. That's why. I said, I want blue. I want something that kind of resembles the name of the hat, and so yeah, Starry Night, I believe, is the name of this yarn. Starry Night. Okay, and the third version of this hat is the Slouchy Beanie. So this here is the Stargazer Slouchy Beanie. I showcased this on my Sunday Live and all the things. We spoke about this whole thing right here. So this one here, my friends, is the guinea pig. So this one happened first. I started this in Florida. I was flying up from Florida back to Delaware where I live. And I was on a mini vacation. I hung out with Nancy over at She's Got Yarn and Linan over at Nina's Knots Crochet. We went shopping for the day. Anyway, long story short, I got on the plane. I pulled this yarn out and I just went to town. And so I didn't realize it was going to be a slouchy until, I don't know, halfway through. And I'm like, okay, well, obviously I made this a little too long, but that's okay. And yeah, so I'm not a slouchy hat person, but I know many people who are. Anyway, I wouldn't give this to anybody because it's very art school, art class project. I mean, the stitches aren't placed correctly. You can see how inconsistent it is. But I'm going to hold on to it anyway, you know, as a memento and all the things. I may donate it. Someone may see it and ask for it. So I guess that will be one of the ways that it parts ways with me. But for now, it remains in my possession. So these are the three Stargazer hats. Old Glory, Solids, and Slouchy. Super nice. Anyway, I say all of that to say there is a tutorial on my channel that just dropped yesterday, well, less than 24 hours ago, for the left hand and the right hand crocheters for the solids version. But by all means, friends, if you happen to have this Red Heart Super Saver stripes in the Americana, please, Old Glory, okay? Take pictures, share them with me on your social media. I absolutely love this yarn, and I love how it works up. So, there's that. Okay, next, let's move on. So let me just give you a list of what our podcast is about, and I promise I will keep it moving. So first, we have Coffee Talk. Today's is a little different, friends, because I'm not using the buymeacoffee.com website. I'm actually sharing one of the comments from one of my videos with you. I was so moved by the comment. Actually, this wasn't a comment. This was actually an email. I'm sorry. This was an email that was sent to me. I had plans on sharing comments with you guys, but I was reviewing emails before the podcast today, and I came across this email, and I said, you know what? I have to share this because I have some thoughts on this. So we're going to talk about that. Next, we're going to have Sign with Juan. So I'm going to teach you some sign language. If you're just happening upon my channel now, this is a new feature of my channel. So as we sit down and we go through the podcasts, you guys are going to learn sign language because I go live with my mom on Sundays at 6 p.m. Popular demand. Many people are requesting it. They would like my mom present. My mom wants to be there. She demands to be there at this point. So yeah, so she's a part of the lives, and I just felt like if I taught you guys some words and things, you'll be able to pick up bits and pieces of our conversation when she and I talk, so you guys could feel included as well. I hand her the iPad so she sees like all the comments and everything, but I don't know, I just felt like if I taught you guys some things, it would just make the whole situation better for everybody. So we're going to have Sign with Juan, and it's going to be peppered throughout the episode. So next I have a whip to share with you, and then let's see, another Sign with Juan, and then I have a yarn haul. I have a premier yarn haul buy that I want to share with you guys, and then I have Happy Mail, and then we're going to end the episode with Sign with Juan. Okay, so let's do this coffee talk. I had an email. It had the subject line, I believe it said podcast suggestion. Okay, and just to keep the person anonymous, I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to use the initials. So I'm just going to read the email to you. I think it's a great email, by the way. So it says, Juan, I saw a sale on Premier worsted today. I have a very limited budget and sometimes am greatly disappointed when I buy a variegated yarn. It looks nice wrapped up, but not so happy once the project starts. My suggestion for the podcasts is that you take a few of your Premier skeins and crochet a small swatch, like 4x4, to show viewers what the yarn looks like worked up. You could do one of their yarns per month, maybe. I know you're extremely busy, and I know you have your channel, but seeing what I'm buying is such a help to me with the limited funds I have. I love your channel. Your mother is a class act. She adds so much charm and a warm, homey feeling to your Sunday night shows. You were made for this, Juan. You do a good job, and you give me energy. Praying for your cup to overflow in 2024 like never before. Early birthday wishes to your mom. Warmest regards, J.A. So, there was a lot in there. And first, I want to say to J.A., thank you so much for your email. Just know, friends, I read all of my emails. Sometimes not right away, because I do get quite a bit of emails, but I do read them. And so when I read them, I reflect on them, and I think about things before I respond. Now, I haven't responded to this email yet because I just got it earlier today. But she brings up a very good point. Like, I am an affiliate for Premier Yarns, and one of the great things about being an affiliate is I get to share the yarns with you guys, okay? Now, there are other channels out there that feature Premier Yarns. One right off the top of my head is Jen over at Cinnamon Stitches. I have a great deal of respect for her content, and her, obviously. She, too, is an affiliate, and she showcases Premier Yarns once a week. I watch every episode. I think she calls it PL, Premier Yarn of the Week. And I think what she has is, you know, an amazing thing going. And anyway, I say all that to say, I do want to do something like this on my channel. It's just that I don't know how I'm going to do it just yet, and I don't think once a month is enough. Premier Yarns has many great lines of products throughout their website and everything. And I feel like if I did one a month, it's only 12 different episodes of that, and there's just so many different kinds of yarns they have. So I want to do something more frequent than just once a month, but I don't want to put myself in a box. I don't want to have a specific day to do a specific thing, because the one thing that I do notice out there on the YouTube streets is that on Wednesdays everybody's doing whips, on Mondays everyone's doing makes, and that is something that I am steering clear of because I don't want to fall into those boxes. I would like to do a whip on a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday. I don't want to be in a box. So this is something I'm going to include. Public service announcement. I am going to be including a Premier Yarns feature somewhere peppered throughout the week or whatever, but it's not going to be on the same day. Some weeks there may be multiple features. Some weeks there may not be any features. But yes, JA, you have an amazing suggestion, and I will be doing it because I love Premier Yarns. I love their products and lines, and why not share that with you guys, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. So that's an amazing suggestion. Thank you. The other part of this is that I may be very busy, but I'm not busy. I'm not too busy for my viewers. So if you guys are suggesting something in terms of like content or whatever, I'm always going to take the time to listen. I read everything you guys send me, so why not? Yeah, don't hesitate to send me any form of communication when it comes to like my channel. So if there's something you want to see, send me that email, send me that communication, and if I can fit it in, I will. Okay? Because we got to do all the things here, friends. All the things. Okay, so we're moving on. But before we do, thank you again, J.A. I'm not sure if I thanked you, but thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Okay, now the next segment is Sign with Juan. So we're going to learn a sign. All right, now in the last episode, we learned friend and we learned happy birthday. So those were the two signs from the last episode. And if you want to go through that a little slower, just pop on over to the last episode. Yeah, one was in the middle of the episode and one was at the end. So those were the last episode's signs. Now this one here is going to be fun. So the sign for fun is this. So you're going to use these two fingers on both hands, okay? So with one hand, it doesn't matter which one hand, you need to have your fingers up like this, okay? Up. And then these two here, you're going to touch your nose, you're going to go out, and you're going to touch your hand. So almost like a number 7. But while you're doing it, you're saying fun. So, fun. I'll do it again. Fun. And that's the sign for fun. Fun. Now, when you get used to these signs, it won't look so perfect, and that's okay, because those of us who are fluent in sign language, we know the shortcuts. You don't do the full 7, you just go down really quick. But in either case, we're going to do it proper. Fun. Okay? So that's another word. I'm super excited for you guys. Fun. Okay, so let's move on. The next thing I want to share with you is this whip. So I have a whip here. Let me just gather the pieces. I have multiple pieces here. I'm going to place you on a brief pause. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. So the whip that I want to share with you is a whip that I discussed with you, I think 1 or 2 episodes ago. I'm not sure. It was literally just a few days ago. I had said that Mom gave me yarn. She gave me a bunch of yarn because I gifted her a bunch of yarn on the Sunday Live. And so she felt compelled to just give me this huge bag of Premier yarn, just yarn. And so this is the bag that it was in, right? And it's filled to the brim. You can kind of see it's the Premier Just Yarn, these little balls. So the whole story is on another episode, so I'm not going to bore you to tears with all the details of that. But she gifted me this huge bag, and the agreement was, well, wasn't really an agreement. She told me that I needed to do something with these skeins of yarn. So I said, okay, I will work them up. And she told me that she is going to be staying on top of me. She suggested that I reach into the bag and I grab a skein and I work it up into a project and not touch another color until that skein is done. And then just go through the entire bag. Do like a scrap GAN, but not really a scrap GAN because these aren't really scraps. But to just bust through the stash buster blanket. That's a tongue twister. So anyway, this is what I have so far. And yeah, full complete skeins so far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeins completed of this. And I would imagine as this project grows, I'm probably going to be changing colors mid-row or mid-round. Anyway, let me just show you the colors. Well, first of all, here's the bag, right? I pulled out one of each color. It's right here on the table, so I don't have to fish for it. That's kind of why I needed to pause, because I didn't want to have to waste the time to do all this while we're recording. So we have leaf, and then we have petal, which is like a powder pink. And yes, I'm going to include it. We have cream. We have red. We have purple, which I hope goes next. And then we have blue. And then we have mustard. And then we have black. And then we have mist. So those are all the colors in this bag. Okay? And I am to pull one of these skeins out and work it up until it's done. And I would imagine, I mean, it's already pretty big. I mean, each skein was 153 yards. This is going to be a pretty big blanket. But that's okay because, I mean, I'm very used to making queen and king size blankets. So the goal here is to just literally go through all of this with this project. And hopefully, I mean, I can't really say what it's going to look like because I don't know what colors I'm going to pull. It might be one of those things that's so ugly it's cute. But yeah, I love all the colors. The powder pink I'm warming up to. You guys know the whole story behind that. But as far as everything else, I mean, it is what it is. I really like the idea of not sitting on the yarn because, guys, I literally just ordered a whole bunch of yarn from Premier Yarns. They just rolled out a new yarn again. They're always rolling new stuff out. So they now have just yarn ombre. As of the date of this video, which I think is the 16th. Yeah, today's the 16th. It's Friday. Friday the 16th at 12 noon today, they released Just Yarn Ombre. I am an affiliate. The link is in the description box. Feel free to look around. Anyway, I bought one of everything. No, one or two of everything. I have every colorway. And I did that not to just showcase, but I really love ombre yarns. I love variegated yarns. Okay? There's many people out there that don't care for the variegated yarns, which is perfect because it leaves more space for those of us who love it. Anyway, I say all that to say that I need to get rid of this yarn so I can make room for the yarn that's coming. So, when that yarn comes, I will feature it on my channel. We'll talk about it. I will take us to the tutorial table. We'll record and do swatches and compare to Red Heart and some of the other ombre yarns. I'm curious to know what it works up as or what it works up like. I think it's going to give Red Heart ombre a run for its money. In my opinion, that's what I think. Because looking on the website, you can click my link and look. You'll see that the ombre is, the gradient is subtle. It's not abrupt. So I'm super excited about that. If the gradient is like this, because this is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, if it's like this, I mean, Red Heart better watch out. Because I checked the yardage. So you're getting 612 yards for $6.99, my friends. Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, I mean, it costs upwards of $9.49, and you're only getting 482 yards. So, yeah, you do the math. Anyway, I'm super excited about that coming, because I definitely want to do that review and share all the things with you on that. Okay? So, next we are going to do another sign with Juan. Okay, so the first one was fun, right? Fun. The next one, I'm going to show you how to count 1 to 10. So a lot of people think that you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, okay, you can do it that way, but in sign language, there is a one-handed way to count 1 through 10. And it's very simple and very easy. So, and that's kind of why I'm doing it now instead of later. So when you count 1 to 10, you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a given. Everybody knows how to do that, right? But to do 6 through 10 with the same hand is where everyone is like, wow. So here we go. So 5, right? And then you connect this to this. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's do that again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's how you count 1 to 10. It's so simple. And feel free to rewind, replay. You know, where's 7 again? Just know, like, you're going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going back to your thumb. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when you do 9, if you turn it to the side, it kind of looks like a 9, like upside down. Just think of it like that. So which one is 9? It's the first finger. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Wow. We learned something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? All right. So now we're going to get into the yarn haul, my friends. Woo! All right. So I have a small little Michael's buy here. I got to save the receipt. Let me look at the receipt first. There was a sale happening. So buy 3, get 1 free, and 25% off everything, including sale price. So that was the situation happening at Michael's. And I said, even if I buy a few things, I don't have to go crazy. I want to take advantage of the sale because, guys, I'm a yarn addict, okay? True in every form of the word, okay? Yarn addict, that's me. I mean, seriously. All right. So anyway, I wound up getting more of this, the carousel twist. Now, I featured this a while ago. I have a bunch of it sitting over there. I know I had it in an earlier episode when it first came out. And so I decided to get more because it is on sale. It's on an end stand in Delaware. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but in Delaware here, all the Michael's stores have the carousels on an end stand and a sale price of $5.99 a skein. Well, the 25% off coupon, what does it take it down to? Let's look. It takes it down to $4.49 each. So regular price $7.99, sale price $4.49 for this carousel twist. Or, yeah, carousel twist. So the colorway is Castle, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, Castle. And so if you look, there's all the colors there, twisted with this gray. And as I said before, friends, we love a good gray. So, love this, love all the things. And so, the reason behind my purchase, other than I want all the yarn, is I want to do It's Just a Sweater with this yarn. This is the yarn that I'm going to be working up. Like, not the tutorial version, but the one that I'm going to create before I do the tutorial. So yeah, I bought 4 skeins of that, and 4 skeins ran me, what did it run me? $17.96 for these 4 skeins. It's a deal and a steal, my friends. So I have about this many, maybe a little more, sitting over there on the pile. I'm going to add to it. And the reason why I got so much, friends, is because 1 skein is 213 yards. I'm going to blow through this. Like, yeah. To do a sweater of my size, I'm a 2X. I mean, I'm going to need like 1,500 yards for a full sweater. And I'm just guesstimating. I don't know for sure. I'll know once I work it up. But I want to make sure I have more than enough for the project before I start. So, yeah. There's that. And look at those colors just popping through. I didn't really notice that the first time. The colors, they're really there. I mean, we see them, don't we? I love that. Okay. So there's that. And then this yarn here I got from Mom, and I'm going to give it to her this Sunday. She has no idea. So I got her these. So blue is her favorite color, and Cinnamon Swirl Cakes is the name of the game here. So the last time I spoke about these with my mother, she expressed to me her distaste for green, right? She just didn't care for the green, and so I purposely got her the cinnamon cakes that featured green in it. And I said, Ma, if you're making me work pink, you have to work with green. And so I did a spin the wheel, Pink Paradise beanie. It's around that time. So if you look at my channel, look back where it says Pink Paradise, it was around that time where I had given her a bunch of these, and it had green in it, and she made Boggy Creek blankets with it. So, yeah. She did that, and I did the Pink Paradise beanie. And she said to me back then, she was like, don't they come in blue? And at the time, Michaels didn't have anything in, like, all the blues. But now they do, ever since they came out with this one here with all the bits and bobbles and things. I don't know what they call this section right here. I don't know what they call that. But I'm going to call it like a washed section. I don't know. Anyway, I know she's going to love this. And so the sale, as I said, you buy 3 and you get 1 free. So I got her 4 skeins that I'm going to give her on Sunday. You know, we have to spoil Mom. So that's what I did. And then for all 4 of these, I paid $7.31 a piece. So original price $12.99. So buy 3, get 1 free, and then I used the 25% off coupon. So $7.31 each. And this is for Mom. So that was the haul that I got at Michael's, okay? Now, I gotta move this along, friends. I mean, not. Okay. So, next I have Premier Yarns. Okay. So, I know what's in here. It's not a surprise. I ordered this. This is the gumdrop yarn. And I ordered this right when it dropped. Like, in the middle of my recording. That whole episode where I was featuring the gumdrop line. I had it on the tray. We did all the things. In the middle of that, I stopped what I was doing and said, Juan, if you don't order this, it won't be in stock. So I had to order it and get my fair share in. And so let me just go ahead and start with all the things, friends. So here we have the gumdrop, right? Let me just pop it out and see what's all in here. Okay. It looks like, hold on, let me just double check. One of the labels came off. So one of the things that I will say about Premier, they don't include any invoices. I know many content creators who and viewers who purchase from Premier and they don't get an invoice. And they question things and all that. I'm one of them. Okay, just looking. Anywho, so we have here, what is this? This is Surfside. So there's that. And let's do a 1 for you and a 1 for me. I've covered this one already, but let's just do it anyway for the sake of doing it. I promise this will be painless. It'll be all the fun. It'll be all the things. So here's the Surfside up close and personal. It's 174 yards at 160 meters. It's 7 ounces at 200 grams. It is a super bulky number 6. They recommend an 8mm crochet hook, otherwise known as a US letter L. This is machine washable, but it's lay flat to dry, and it's tested and approved against 350 harmful substances, friends. So one of the questions that came up was an 8mm, a USL. Like, if you go and order, let's see, a letter J is a 6mm hook, a 7 is a K, and an 8 is an L. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know why I had to think about that. But yeah, someone asked me, and it made me second guess myself, like, is that the correct order? But yeah, it's right. So, 2 Surfsides, and then I got 2 of these, what is this? This is confetti. I got 2 of the confettis. And I like how there's more of the teal in this one, you know, just for variety. So I got 2 of those. And then I got 5 of the blueberry gumdrops. I'm really drawn to this blue. I didn't get a chance to play with it during the review, but I just knew that it would be all the things once I got it in my hands. So there's that midnight blue, there's that cyan blue, that like light blue color, and then the royal blue on the outside of that donut or the cake. That's so nice. Anywho, so there is that. Now the reason for the purchase, my friends, and let me just tell you, I'm just putting this out there into the world. I don't typically work with chenille type yarns. It is not my forte. It is not something that I do all the time. I do have chenille in my yarnscape, but it's not one of my go-tos. I mean, if I were to say one of the things were my go-tos, it would probably have to be like puzzle, or if it was a weight class, it would have to be 5-weight yarns. 4 and 5, that's my sweet spot. You know, when I get into the 6s and things like that, I do have it, but not a lot of it. But yeah, when it comes to 2-weights and, you know, 3-weights, I have it, but not as much as my 3s and 4s. I mean, I'm sorry, my 4s and 5s. Anyway, I got all of this because I planned on sending Happy Mail to some of my people. So sit tight and see if you get some Happy Mail from me. Yes, I didn't get all this for me. I actually got most of this for some special people in my life that have made my experience on YouTube special. So there's that. To complement that, I decided to go ahead and get some Parfait Chunky. So my thought was to pair this with the blueberry, which I think is a nice complement. What do you think? The colorway here is navy, and let's see, this is also a super bulky 6. They recommend an 8mm crochet hook. Let's see, what's the yardage looking like? It's 131 yards, 120 meters, 3.5 ounces at 100 grams. So there's that. And then you can't go wrong with this white. Now, these Parfait Chunkies I am going to be keeping for myself. This is my plan for me. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I'm going to definitely play with it, because this is, you know, if I were to pick something, this would be my vibe. Now, yes, they do have a purple version, but yeah, for some reason I just gravitated towards this. I really like this. So anyway, that was the haul from Premier. Very short, sweet, and to the point, my friends. And I can't wait for my friends to get a taste of this gumdrop yarn, because listen, one of the feedbacks that I got was that, you know, it's pricey, you know, and be that as it may, my friends, yarn always goes on sale. So it may be pricey now, but wait for a sale if you have to. If you can't wait for the sale, well then just try one colorway. Okay? And again, my affiliate link is in the description box. Click the link, go check out all the things, because there's 10 different colorways. Okay? So there is that. So let me grab my list. I just want to make sure we stay on the straight and narrow. Okay, next is Happy Mail, friends. So I have some Happy Mail here. I have 2 pieces of Happy Mail that I want to share with you guys. I did not open it. I do not know what's inside it. So we shall see. This first piece of Happy Mail comes to us from a friend of the channel. She's also a friend of me and my mother's. This is coming from Janet. So Janet, thank you so much yet again for the Happy Mail. It's this right here. Also, she sent a Happy Mail box to my mom. And that is actually in the dining room. So I'm holding all packages for my mom's birthday live, which is coming up March the 3rd. I will be advertising that on the YouTube streets. So we'll be going on a little earlier that day. I'm going to have cake. We're going to have balloons. I'm going to do gifts for mom. It's going to be all the things. That day is dedicated just for her. Okay? So because we have friends in the UK, I need to go on a little earlier so that her friends from the UK are also on that live. Okay, so just a heads up on the reason why we're not going live at 6 p.m. We're going to go live a little earlier. She's got friends over there that just found out she's on YouTube on Sundays. Okay, so this comes to us from Janet. All right, and look at this envelope. Isn't that nice? Black envelope, silver handwriting. She wrote my name all fancy. I love that. Okay. So, nice little card. Oh, isn't that the cutest? Look. Beautiful kitty kitty. This is so OMG. Wow. I just had to take a second. Oh my goodness. Guys, she got me stitch markers, right? But look at this. So one is a German stitch marker and the other one is a Puerto Rican stitch marker. That's me. I am a Jerican. I am half German and half Puerto Rican. I'm a Jerican. How amazing is that? Oh my stars. I love this. Ugh. Wow. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Thank you so much, Janet. She writes, I seem to remember your mother saying you were half German and half Puerto Rican. I hope I got it right, Janet. She did say that. And yes, I am. And yes, you did get it right. This is so special to me. Wow. Who would have thought that anyone would ever think enough of me to send something like this to me? Wow. That's so cool. Thank you, Janet. And I will tell you guys, being one of 11, it's not, it's not common to be gifted so many things. I mean, I am so humbled and grateful for all the things, so now I'm up in years. I'm older now. I'm not in the house with all the siblings, so I'm not in that place anymore, but like I'm being spoiled and I love it. Thank you so much, Janet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Wow. Okay, friends, this next one here comes from a friend of mine. Her name is Becky, and I don't know what's inside here. I think she mentioned that she was sending me Happy Mail. I'm not exactly sure, but Becky is a friend of mine, and she helps moderate my lives and my social media accounts, and she's a very special person to this household and to the channel. And she sent me Happy Mail. So let's see what's in it. I need to get better with opening packages, my friends. I need to get better at it. Okay. I'm gonna get to it, I promise. Okay, we're getting there. Oh yes. Oh yep. Yep. So these are vintage yarns. This is so good. Okay, so let me just take these out and tell you the things. Okay. Hold on. Beautiful stationery. Beautiful handwriting. It says, "Hey Juan, hope this finds you and your mom doing well. I found a few older skeins of yarn in my stash and thought you might like them. The 2 skeins of Red Heart and Kaleidoscope I had left after making a little hat and scarf for a friend's granddaughter. I know you like colorful yarns, so I wanted you to have it. Take care and keep spoiling your sweet mama. She's so precious and I enjoy seeing her on your lives. Be blessed, Becky." Yes. Look at this. OMG. Okay, so I have to tell you guys about this yarn. So this yarn here is the yarn that existed before Mexicana existed. So I just took the Mexicana out of the studio here. I wish I had it now to compare. Actually, let me place you guys on a brief pause. I'm going to go get that yarn and show you a side-by-side of the vintage versus the current. Okay, 1 second. Okay, friends, I found it. We're good. So this here is Kaleidoscope. Okay? For me, the vintage yarns just hit better. I don't know why, but they do. Anyway, here is the Mexicana. It's more vibrant. I get that. You know. So, but this here, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just all the things. Yeah. So this is called Mexicana. This is called Kaleidoscope. And I'm trying to see if there are different colors. No, but I will tell you that the gradient effect between the colors, it's more gradual. The color change is more gradual. I mean, it's gradual here, but like, you see how there's spots where they shouldn't be and all the things? You don't find that on the older yarns. These older yarns were just made better. I don't know. I am biased. I am partial to the vintage yarns. I mean, now technology has come a long way and the quality of the yarns has improved over the years. I will say that for sure. But when they had it right, they kept it and it was all the things. Yeah, that's why this stuff stood the test of time. It was really good. Anyway, so yes, let me just share the things with you. So this is Kaleidoscope, 2 skeins. Thank you, Becky. I'm going to include it in my project. And by the way, she's sending me these vintage yarns because I've said several times that I am looking for vintage variegated yarns. I have a project that I'm working on where I am making motifs out of all of the Red Heart vintage yarns. Ones that aren't in circulation and all the things. I'm going on eBay. I'm buying all the things. I have a collection. I'm putting it all together. And then once it's done, I will show you guys. There won't be a tutorial with that. It's literally something I want to do for myself to pay homage, if I'm saying that right, to just pay my respects to like all of the colors and all of the designs from yesteryear. So anyway, here are some of these other vintage yarns. And I do want to correct myself. It does not have to be just Red Heart. It has to be vintage variegated yarns. Okay, I stand corrected. Red Heart is preferred, but if there isn't Red Heart, it's got to be vintage. So we have 2 skeins of this. It's called Heritage, and this is honey spun yarns. Wow, this skein was 99 cents. So cool. I wish all yarn was that cheap. I don't know. Anyway, so it's 100% acrylic. Love those colorways. Love that. And then now here we have this here, the Sayel yarn. What's the colorway here? Shrimp Curry. I love that. And then we have here this baby colors here, which I will be including. Pastels, right? Just says pastels. And this one here also says pastels. So this one here is Care on Carefree Ombre. And then this one here is just honey spun. So that is fun. This is all amazing stuff. So good. Now, I will tell you that back in the day, you were able to find the dates on labels. And this, my friends, has a date on the label. So this is November of 1993. And so does this one. This one also says November of 1993, and they're the same die lot, 74871. So the dates, this is the date, and this is the lot. So a lot of the older yarns actually have that on there. Yeah, these two here is July of 1991. These are July of 1991. This one here, it faded off. That faded off. And that faded off. But that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So cool, right? 1993. That was a long time ago. Anyway, let's do the last segment of our podcast, which is See You Later. Sign with Juan, see you later. So I'm going to teach you how to say, or how to do see you later. Okay, so you're going to do your two fingers like this and put them right here in front of your eyes. So to do this, and what you're doing is you're just doing a little shake like that. That means see. And then you're going to point at the person, you. And then you're going to do this, right? Do an L. You're going to hold it flat and flip it over. That means later. So see you later. Let's try that again. See you later. And that's how you do it. So let's just recap the signs that we've learned today. So first, fun. So fingers up on your nose. Fun. Let me do this out here. Fun. And then next we learned how to count 1 through 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And then last but not least, we have see you later. So see you later. And there it is, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give me a like. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment. All the things. And hit that notification bell to stay updated with everything regarding me and my channel. Yeah, so that's it. Until the next time, guys, you take care. Bye, guys. Bye.